Welcome to A Slice with Dice, a place for honest conversations about the realities of education. I'm Corey Alderdice, Executive Director of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I've spent nearly 2 decades navigating the joys, challenges, and unexpected moments that come with leading schools. Each week, I'll share what works, what doesn't, and everything in between when it comes to igniting the full potential of our communities. I'm excited to share this journey with you, so let's get started. If you've ever been to a concert hall, you've probably noticed something fascinating about the conductor. They stand facing the musicians, completely absorbed in guiding the orchestra, while their back remains turned to the audience. You know, it might seem like a minor detail, but it holds an insightful lesson for school leaders. If you want to conduct the orchestra, you have to turn your back to the audience. As school administrators, we're often in the challenging position of having to balance many competing interests: students, parents, faculty, boards, and the broader community. Every decision we make feels like it's played out on a stage under bright lights and constant scrutiny. It's easy, even tempting, to focus too much on what others think, how our actions are perceived, or whether everyone approves. But effective leadership, just like conducting, requires us to turn our attention away at times from the applause or criticism, and instead focus wholeheartedly on the task at hand. Think about what a conductor does. Their role isn't to entertain the audience directly. Instead, they guide, inspire, and unify a diverse group of talented musicians, bringing out the best in each to create something harmonious and beautiful. The audience's reaction, whether applause or critique, is secondary to achieving the ultimate goal: a cohesive and compelling performance. School leaders face a similar dynamic. We must prioritize the well-being and growth of our students and teachers, creating environments where they can excel and thrive. Now, sometimes that means making tough calls that won't win immediate applause. It might involve pushing back against popular opinion if we know deep down it's the best choice for students' long-term success. And yes, sometimes that means turning our back to criticism, recognizing that true leadership often involves being misunderstood in the moment to accomplish something meaningful in the long run. But let's acknowledge something important here. Turning your back to the audience doesn't mean ignoring or dismissing feedback entirely. Effective conductors do listen carefully before a performance begins, during rehearsals, to refine their direction and improve the orchestra's harmony. And similarly, school leaders should be receptive to constructive criticism, actively seeking perspectives from stakeholders across planning and design stages. This listening informs better decisions, enriching the quality of our performance in leading schools. However, once we've set our course, it's vital we trust our preparation and our instincts. If we constantly second-guess ourselves or remain overly concerned about approval ratings, we risk losing sight of our vision, diluting our message, and confusing those we lead. Leadership demands conviction, the courage to face forward and keep guiding even when the noise from behind grows louder and restless. Let's remember, too, that criticism often comes from a place of caring and investment. Parents, teachers, community members, they're deeply invested in the success of our schools, just like an audience cares passionately about the quality of the music. Recognizing that criticism often stems from genuine concern rather than plain opposition helps us respond with empathy rather than defensiveness, strengthening our community's trust over time. In the end, the measure of a good conductor isn't how popular they are with the audience at any given moment. Instead, their effectiveness is measured by the performance of the orchestra itself. For school leaders, our legacy isn't found in temporary applause or fleeting approval. It's in the culture we nurture, the lives we impact, and the opportunities we create for students to excel and grow long after we've stepped off the stage. So the next time you're facing a tough decision or bracing for criticism, remember the conductor. Trust your vision, tune in to your team, And don't be afraid to turn your back to the noise, because when you lead with purpose and clarity, the music speaks for itself. A Slice with Dice is a production of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I hope today's reflection sparked some thoughts for your own journey. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. Let's keep learning and leading together. Until next time, keep striving for growth and excellence. Thanks for tuning in.